and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. Well, as we continue to go toward December the 25th, we have 13 days left. Now, if you look and do your study, the number 13 in the Bible represents several things, good and evil, because there are 13 bad things that pertain to the flesh that are listed, and then there are some good things that pertain to number 13. But also it says that it means rebellion and lawlessness. Now we know this time of year especially, a lot more crime begins to happen. Why? Because people want stuff that don't belong to them. So a lot more robberies are taking place, carjackings, a lot more incidents are breaking out because people, they have to have this particular item for their loved ones, for their child. So a whole lot of demonic confusion, rebellion, lawlessness starts to take place as well in this season. So that's our tip for number 13 today. But read it also bring forth some good things. But I'll let you read that part. Today we want to talk about soft. Back in the day, when people thought you was a punk or whatever, they, oh man, you too soft, which means that you couldn't handle stuff. You let kind of folks run over you or whatever, So today I want to say we're too soft, because some of us are letting the world run over us. They're letting the world dictate to us. We're conforming to them. We're coming down to their level instead of bringing them up to holiness, instead of bringing them up to righteousness. We're kind of bringing it down, setting the lower standard for Christ, which we should not be doing. So we done got a little soft. We too concerned about the what the world think about us and how the world view us and how society wants us to act. But we are not the norm. See, we have to elevate our train of thinking. We are not the norm, people. We are not ordinary people. So when people begin to expect you and I to act like them, then we can't go soft. Yeah. We can't get to acting like them and taking on some of their characteristics of the world. And we definitely can't stop worrying about what the world does and how the world thinks and what's going on in the world. The only reason we should be concerned about what's going on in the world is so that we can pray. Not so that we can talk about it, not so that we can imitate it. No. We're only concerned about the world because we need to know so we can pray. We are not to become soft. We don't let nobody and nothing run over us. We are no longer the doormat for Satan. We are no longer the ground that Satan walks on. No, we're walking on top of him. So we cannot be soft. We have to put on the whole armor. It said put on the whole armor. Does that sound like being soft? No. That means like, hey, we go into the battle and we've already won this. So we have to be able to stand. We can't be, sinking down. You sink down in soft sand. We are not going soft, people. We have to gear up and stand against the wiles of the enemy. Because, we're fearless. If anybody should be fearless, it should be the people of God. We do not have to be soft. We're not taking it off of the world. The only thing soft about us is our heart, and our heart is soft toward God. Other than that, stand and fight.